So, been a while, but we're still at it. Today, I guess I'll do a little quick rundown of what I've been up to with the Progres. Last time I crashed it, obviously, and I've been dinking with it. Tried to fix it as best I could, but this is what pretty much the final product's gonna look like. I'm still waiting on a taillight. I got one on Yahoo Auctions, but I'm waiting forever for it. I managed to get most of this pulled back out, hammered out from the inside. I sprayed it with some black spray paint to keep it from rusting. This side, pretty decent looks. This side still has the gap because the frame rail got destroyed. It's actually tweaked out and down. And so I'm not even going to try to fix it because it still drives straight, and that's really all I care about. I'm afraid that if I keep dinking with it, I'm going to end up making it worse. So I'm just going to leave it as is, and it's just going to be a drift car, so who cares? So, that being the case, I started hammering on fenders. And I'm a big hammer on fender kind of guy. I thought, okay, I can steal my black wheels off. Oh, sorry, I was too zoomed in there, jeez. I thought I could steal my black wheels from my Mark II, but I was like, oh yeah, they'll fit, whatever. And like, come on, like that is not cool. It's got dirt in it from sitting forever. But yeah, like that's with a lot of hammering, but that's not my style anymore. So I'm not gonna roll with that. But this other side, I determined I can do more hammering, and I got my GTR wheels fit on the back. I want to run 265s. That's my goal, to run 265s. And I feel like these are a little stretched. I think I can run 265s in that fender and be okay. The black wheels in the front, though, after lots of hammering, I can live with that fitment. Don't mind my scraggly spray paint job for the time being. It's just to keep the rust off here until I get my real paint, which is a surprise color coming up soon, unless you know me, in which case it won't be a surprise at all. But yeah, so I think today I might try to change the steering wheel out. I said like, what, 2 videos ago, like, oh, I love my stock steering wheel. But since this car is never going to be clean again, and it's not worth the money to try to re-straighten the rear end out, I'm just going to make it fun to drive. And so I got a couple Nardies laying around. I might clean one of those up, put them on there. So today maybe I'll do a little, I'm always saying montage, but it's not montage, it's time-lapse. I might do a time-lapse video of some of the junk today. But no, I might pick and poke at that trunk and show you what I did to try to fix it and stuff. But yeah, it's still not perfect. I ended up actually cutting off the frame horn covers, and I had a bar in there, and I have a floor jack, and I was trying to get this side back up and back over, and it just wasn't happening. So, but I probably, since I busted off my bumper support, I'll probably end up making some sort of bash bar / triangulated jacking point down here. I just gotta go to the metal store and buy some stuff. I'll see, look, 1 week outside and we're rusting, it's gonna be bad. And then yeah, my bumper melted my exhaust, which is not a surprise. But anywho, yeah, let me get at it, and we'll get back with better things than this horrible fitment. Okay, stay tuned. The lighting again. Okay. Yeah, first things, if you're gonna be messing with your steering wheel and you've got an SRS airbag, well, it's a shaky camera. If you have an airbag, make sure you take off your battery terminal. Disconnect your battery, because if you don't, you might blow yourself up. Don't do that. So, there's the whole thing, like, you gotta make sure you bleed off the residual power, and that means, like, you can push the brakes, and there's always some little snippets of energy left in the system. But I'm sure it'll be alright. Yeah, so, usually, there's gonna be probably some weird Torx bits behind the 2 panels on the side. Sometimes they're on the bottom, I think they're on the side in this car. But I'm gonna end up losing my little dealy whopper here, but that's okay. This car is not good for anything anymore anyways, except for, oh, whoa, that switch tilts? Strange, okay. This car is a drift car now, and then if I ever end up crashing it worse, like a door or a front end crash, I'll probably just body swap into something different. But let's get at it. Let me go find some screwdrivery tools and some Torx bit tools, and then we'll take off this airbag, and then we'll take off the steering wheel, and we'll put on a Nardi, and then it'll be faster, I guess. Okay, stay tuned. Here we go. It's a Torx. I thought it was a Torx. I'm sure for all the interior people out there, they're like, oh my god, use something plastic, da, 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 da. And I hate interiors. Everything's clips, and my dad always says that The sight of a Phillips head screw nauseates interior designer. And it's true, you can't find any screws. It's always some idiotic clip, and oh, you gotta pull this while pressing that and using a hook tool. Like, just put a screw, put a bolt, you know? Like, yeah, look, there's one. Miracle. But, alright, enough ranting for a moment. Let me go find a T40? We'll guess. Yeah, T30, just like I said. T40, stupid Jase. Oh my god. These are normally little captive screws, so they won't fall out on you and you can not lose them for future usage. Okay, and that should be the thing. Ow, on my butt. The things that hold the horn airbag assembly on. That's what I'm gonna tell myself, at least. There it goes. There it goes. Now, just like that. Which one's the dangerous one? Yeah, scary. I'm pretty sure I've got a Toyota spline Boss kit laying around. We took off Chica's Cresta before I sold it. So that'll be cool. Put this dangerous, life-saving contraption over there. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys to a different locale. Try the old pull on it till it comes off method, then I'll go get a hammer and a punch and I'll hammer the center shaft and then hopefully that comes off. I'll get a hammer and punch. I don't like the shaking back and forth method. When I say hammer and punch, I mean hammer and Toyota diff bolt or subframe bolt because they are tapered. Supposed to have like two people, one person's hammering and one person's pulling, and then from there. But I don't, just me. Look at that. Horn is the rightmost pin. I think I've got some old Toyota harnesses around. I'll probably just like make a little wire that's got its own little individual pin sliding down to that onto the horn. So that way I don't modify the clock spring. I also don't modify the factory plug when JCI comes around again. And the unfortunate part about all this is that my Nardi, if you know anything about tropical islands, is that they are really humid and everything you own will mold and get all gross and nasty. So I've got a really high dollar nice suede Nardi that is covered in disgusting mold. So I'll probably go get some baby wipes or something and wipe that off as best I can. But yeah, everything, if you got a bucket seat in the garage, or you got steering wheels laying around, or everything you own will get covered in mold when you live on a tropical island. So that's a bummer. But that is the price you pay to have days in November that look like this. So I'm not, it sucks, but it's all right. It works out. Okay, let me go. I'm gonna actually go grab Chica's wheel with the Boss kit already on it and make sure it fits. Once I get it on and I'm happy with it, then I'll swap my steering wheel out on the car. And don't spin your clock spring a bunch of times because it'll snap, and then you're done. Okay. So her wheel did have a like plate on the back that was for the like ground for the horn, but I pulled it off, so it's off. This is I think this is a 330 mil wheel, which I think it's too small. It's undrivable to me. I don't know. I shouldn't film this part. I should get this figured out, and then I should come back and like, oh yeah, I totally knew what I was doing the whole time. Because I imagine it's got a horn thing behind there. And that's what this was. I'll come back in a minute. Boop! Oh yeah, so like I was saying, I've totally done this 100 times, so I know exactly. You just unclip it and it comes right off. It's a miracle. I don't know if this is going to help me, if I have to keep this on or not. Because I don't know how my horn's going to work now. But, I don't know. Whatever. I hate car companies. Everything they should have stopped. Someone's driving by. They should have left cars the same from like 1994 till now. Everything new is bad. Everything, like the S13 was the best car ever made. Because it's got these little Springer dingers in there, and it's like, is that how the horn works? I don't know. Why is there a metal clamp and clip? And I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe it grounds through here. Maybe that does. I don't know. I'm just gonna wing it. Who cares? So, after a long journey of self-exploration, I decided that I don't care about the horn, and I'll just wire up a different switch later for the horn, or get the correct boss kit later. For today, I'm going to get my steering wheel on. So yeah, this is the right kind of splines, so it would appear. So, I'm going to put this nut back on and hammer it down, and then I'm going to go grab my cool wheel and put it on, and see if it's any better. But I should still be able to retain my adjustability of the wheel. So we will go from there and we'll find out. My wheel wasn't straight before, and I don't know if it's going to be straight now, but at least now I can more easily adjust it. I think I pulled a muscle in my hip. Ugh, I'm getting too old. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go get some tools, and then I'll get my other Nardi, and I'm gonna clean it up, and then we'll get this going. Alright, key in. Oh, did I lose my settings? Because, oh, duh, the battery's unhooked. Okay. Enhance. Something's buzzing. Let me start that. I haven't started this thing in a while. Hope I don't wake up the kids. Oh no. Okay. I can live with that. Yeah, I can still get out. Don't need a quick release when your car is cool. But swiping back and forth. Okay. Anywho, yeah, boring. Not a cool video. I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, that's all I got for today. I'm a little tired, and I didn't do a whole lot of work obviously on the car. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and yeah, that I haven't given up. I didn't junk it after the so jingly. Let me get out of my seat. I didn't give up after the wreck, but oh, actually, I can show you the inside. There's a few. So I've got the horn button. The trunk button still works, so I can still push it, and it'll still pop the trunk. It's a little like catchy, and so I think that if you notice it, it doesn't sit. It sits flat, and when you close it, it kind of like clips to one side. And so I'm thinking that the realistic thing that I need to do is I probably need to remake the striker, because I drilled it a bunch of times and it was already bent from the crash, and I got it to where it's centered because again the whole rear is shifted that way, and that sucks. And so yeah, I got in here and I beat all this out so it fits again, and I gutted the trunk and all the plastic's gone because I don't need plastic when it doesn't seal. But it's been raining for like a week straight, and I don't really see any water in here, which is nice, because I think it's still like the water still hits and runs around here, and comes out the back, but it just doesn't seal anymore. Yeah, I'm thinking if I remake the striker, I can get the trunk to sit flat. But if you look real close, all this plastic, there's like, well, there's some hammer marks. That's for me trying to bend it with some stuff, with some heat and everything. But down here, they cracked there, and this whole thing just kind of, right here at the corner, this frame horn went that way, just a little bit. And that's why it buckled right here, and you can see like the skin down there popped. So it's really not, I don't think, time and money and effort and whatever, it's not really worth trying to pull this whole thing back in and risk messing up something in the strut tower or something with it where the rear subframe bolts on. Because right now it still drives perfect, and I'll just have to live like that. But yeah, if my taillight ever comes in, I can go driving again. But anywho, that's probably going to be it for the rest of this video, and maybe one of these days I'll introduce my Jimny. I used to be a huge Jimny guy, but those days are probably behind me because I got a bunch of kids now, but I can't fit them in there. But yeah, I'm going to probably paint the roof for that because it's all flaky and peely. But anywho, thanks for tuning in to this really horrible, boring video, and we'll see you next time with hopefully driving and not crashing. Okay, bye.